Hello and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. My name is Lisa and I live in Michigan with my husband and my kiddos. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as 72 Stitches. And this is episode 276. I got my coffee in my knitting Jedi mug again. I think I used this last week. I don't remember. Pumpkin spice creamer. Yeah. And today is October 4th, 2024, Friday, and it is 8:16 a.m. a little early today. I want to get going on my knitting, so we got to get this recorded. Let's see. This is my YouTube channel where I share my knitting, crochet, cross stitch, whatever crafty thing I'm up to. Today it is all knitting. I will have the show notes right down there in the description box. I'll have links to where you can find me. I'm most active on Instagram. I'll have my Ravelry group down there. Links to patterns, bags, shops, all that good stuff. And since this is the first episode of the month, I will go through my stash stats for September. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I knit 7 pairs of socks, a Musselburgh hat, my Scrappy project bag, and I did 10 squares in my blanket. So 805 out, 470 in. It's okay. The Freckled Whimsy Christmas Club is ending, so I signed up for the Yarn of the Month. She had the Yarn of the Month club open, and I'm like, slink, I need to get that. So, yeah. And then I got the West Yorkshire Spinners New Christmas colorway. So that's what was in. I feel like I forgot to add something. I did. Ooh, I forgot to. I'll look at it. I think I forgot something. I'll look at that later. So, yep. That is my grams out. 7 pairs of socks. Those are all fingering weight too. I did not do DK ones. All right. I think that's it. I did not hit the 1,000 gram out this month. I hurt just a little bit. I mean, I was doing so well, but I mean, 800 is still pretty good, right? It's okay. My kids have today off, and my husband has today off, and I can hear them fighting downstairs. I don't know if you can hear that. Gotta love 8 a.m. arguments, right? What was I talking about? Oh, my grams out. I only had 800 grams out. But this month it's gonna be less than that probably, because I am like super focused on the Mystery Knit Along by Stephen West. I'll talk about that later. I don't think I'm gonna have that many grams out. I mean, if I finish the shawl, that will be, I'm guessing, like 300-ish. But I'm not gonna be knitting a lot of socks. So we'll see. Okay, let's get started. I think that's it. Let's get started. I have 2 finished objects and 4 whips. I will show my Cozy Memories blanket, what I worked on this month. So I'm not gonna show that. That might be a monthly thing until I like really work on it. Probably not gonna touch it in October. So I'll show you my blanket progress. And I believe all of these are brand new whips. So let's get started. What am I starting with? socks. Bags by Awesome Granny. Got this bag. This is my Scrappy bag. I don't have it with me. I have a bag of all of the Freckled Whimsy clothes so far, and I decided to make some Scrappy socks with them. We're not doing whips. Oh my word. Okay, back up. Back up. We gotta do finished objects. Wow. I really want to get this moving, don't I? I'm not starting over. It's fine. Look at these. Freckled Whimsy. This was the September club, Halloween club. Ghoulish Giggles. These are for me. I did 15 rounds of 2x2 rib, knit 2, purl 2. I use the Vanilla Socks on Magic Loop by Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady. 64 stitches, US 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter. What else? I think that's it. I used the mini for the heels, toes, and cuffs. Freckled Whimsy changed her sock sets, so now she includes 25-gram mini, which is enough for me to do all of this on both socks and have about 10 grams left. So that's for my gauge and such, and a heel flap. I think the heel flap and the heel turn is less yarn than an afterthought heel. If I remember correctly when I did my afterthought heels, but I absolutely love these. These are for me. All right, and finish object number 2. Oh, I started these. September 23rd and finished them September 27th. I think last week I had one done, if I remember correctly. All right, finish object number 2. I finished the Scrappy socks. So these were made with 2 sets of mini skeins from Dragon Horde yarn. They were Harry Potter inspired. So this is my 3rd pair out of that mini set, and I still have some left. Probably not enough to make socks at this point. I think I'm just gonna put them in my regular Cozy Memories blanket, my fingering weight one. That's what I mean by regular. So, yeah, I did 8 rounds of each color. I think I like the 8 rounds, 8 rounds better than the 10. I mean, 10's okay. I had a lot more ends to weave in when you do 8 rows, but that's okay. I did not do anything special. So there is a jog on one side of the sock. Don't do anything special with that. And this is the same needle size. My heels, toes, and cuffs are a lemonade shop. I think it's Toxic Hippo. So I use that for all of those. So they're 3 matching-ish pairs. I did 40 rounds for the leg, or 39 or 40. These are a gift. And yeah, I don't have anything else to say. 64 stitches, same pattern, and 15 rows. And I started these on September 19th and finished them September 30th. So I finished these the last day of September, so I was able to squeeze them in for my grams out for September. Now we can get onto whips. Oh my. Bags by Awesome Granny. Scrappy socks. with Freckled Whimsy skeins. Oh, I love these. They're like not really Halloween, or, you know, they kind of look Halloween just because I know these are the Halloween colors, but we'll see what happens when I keep going. They might scream more Halloween. Oh, I love Scrappy matching socks. That's what era I'm in right now, man. Scrappy matching socks. So I got my gussets done on both of them. I'm doing them tandem. If you're curious about my markers, I will link a video down below. So yeah, I am onto the foot for these. Same needles, US 1.5s. Chiaogoo red lace needles, 32-inch cords. And I don't know if I'm going to do the toes in this color or not. I haven't quite decided. This is the Mama Jess Frankly Lisa colorway, I believe. So just using it for heels and toes and cuffs. In this case, just heels for right now. We'll see. I don't have anything else to say about these, except I absolutely love these. These are also a gift. So I'm trying to make more socks for other people. I also need to start making some socks for my kids. My oldest has been wearing socks every day. My hand knit ones, all of a sudden. Like, go for it. She has not tried the sock with the heel flap. She says as of right now, she likes the afterthought heel, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever going to do that again. So I've been giving her some of my old socks. As old as, I mean, like, I've worn them maybe once or twice because I have so many. So I've been giving her some of my older ones. So now that my sock drawer or sock box container has room for more socks for me. And my youngest likes the heel flap. So, but she doesn't like them very long, so I'm gonna have to make, I've seen her fold them. She doesn't like them long like I do, so good to know in the future. And she'll probably like this length of sock. So that will make it even go by faster. Yeah, I could do less rows, which means I can knit them faster. But I gave her a bunch of some of mine too with the heel flap. So yeah, I need to get on that either this year or the end of next year, or the next year, start making them socks, maybe for Christmas and stuff. I'm so happy that they're wearing their hand knit socks again. They stopped. They didn't for a long time, and I think it was because they probably didn't fit very well. They didn't like it. But now that their feet are, my oldest has like, I wear an 8.5. I think she wears a 7. So they pretty much fit. My socks pretty much fit her. My oldest is, or my youngest is, her foot is like an inch shorter than mine, so she's getting there. Okay, this project. I had talked about it last week, and I said, I don't know when I'm going to cast it on because I got the MKAL coming up, and I'm like, I must do it. So I did. I cast on. If you follow me on Instagram, you already seen some of this. I did not, I think I posted it in my stories, so it's not there anymore. Ruby and Roses. Guess what I cast on? Reputation. I won't sing any songs from Reputation, but. So I saw Jess, is it Jess or Jessie? Might be Jessie, Circle Toes on Instagram. She posted a picture of her Scrappy Musselburgh hat, And I'm like, I need to do that. So that's what I'm doing. She looks like she's using a main color, and then she's striping with scraps or minis. And I'm like, I need to do that. So I did. Now this color, if you want a more accurate color, you need to go to my Instagram, because this is not doing it justice whatsoever. And it's dark up here because I'm up here early. I have my blinds closed so that the sun doesn't get in my face. But so yep, I did the increases in this color, in the Reputation colorway. And then when I switched to circular needles, I knit 1 row with this color, and then I started doing my striping. So I'm doing 4 rows of a color, and then the Reputation 4 rows. So I'm doing 4 rows of each, and I'm just gonna do it random. I know I have 2 of this one because I had a lot of yarn. This yellow, I only had a little bit. So I am going to just, I might do 3 stripes of the same color. I might do 2. Probably 3 is the most that I'm going to do if I do that. But oh my. And I am doing, I don't know how to describe it well, but this is my beginning of round right here. So I'm doing a jogless join a little bit. I'm trying anyway. I don't know if I'm going to explain it very well. So when you start a new color, you knit all the way around. You pick up your new color. Don't do anything different. You just start it and you knit it all the way across. And when you get to your marker, the first stitch of the next row, you pull up the leg of the stitch underneath of it, bring it up to the top, and you knit it together with your color. Does that make sense? So it's helping a little bit. I mean, you can still kind of see it, but I figure if it's going to be on my head, people are going to see it. So we're just going to do that. And I am carrying my main color. Let's see if you can see it right there. My Reputation. I am carrying this all the way up. I am not cutting it. So at some point I will weave these in. Probably should do that before I start anymore. I thought I did it and I didn't. So I love this so much. So that is it. I'm using US 3s. And I'm doing the adult medium. And I am doing the 128 stitch count. Oh, I'm excited to keep going with this. And of course I started this the day before. No, I started Tuesday. I worked on this Wednesday evening, and I'm like, oh no, I just want to work on this. I don't know if I want to work on the MKAL now. So that's fine. I did not work on it last night. My plan was to work on this in the evenings. Just to give myself a break from the MKAL, but yeah. So that's that. I will do the decreases in this color, and we'll see how much grams I have left. It looks black. It's not. It's got shades of red and green and browns in here. It's just a hard color to photograph and to show on video, obviously. So that is that. Also, I got these stitch stoppers on Amazon. Look up, is it focal silicone beads? You'll find lots. And I didn't share the bag. This is Amy. Happy little yarn. Alright, now we're going to show my blanket, and then I'll show my Stephen West MKALs in case you don't want to see it. You can skip it or pause it or whatever you want to call it. So here's my little blanket. Isn't it the cutest? Isn't it the cutest? Oh, with all these? Yes. It's like a little sandwich. So this is my Cozy Memories blanket. I started this, this was my birthday cast on. This is by Kemper Ray, Coziest Memories. I'm doing 20 stitches by 20 stitches. That's my modification. And I'm using US 2s, 2.75 millimeter. So I think I did 10 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, I was correct. I got my, what is this? Twin Mountain Handcrafts. Little ghosty on here. So that was a sock set from Freckled Whimsy. I don't remember what it was called. That was a Yarnable. That was Nomadic Yarns, Getting Lost Upstate. I remember that one because that's, I don't know if that's a Taylor Swift, I mean, that is a lyric in a Taylor Swift song. I don't know if that's Taylor Swift related, but this one is Taylor Swift yarn to me. This one's Mustache Yarn. I think it's Sedated. That one is Doctor Who Mustache Yarn. This one is Yarnable from October. This is a sock set from Night Owl Fibers. I think this was the Halloween color last year. Pretty sure. And then this is a West Yorkshire Spinners. Oh, I forgot. I think, is it J? I don't remember this one. I know it's a West Yorkshire Spinners. It's one of the birds. So I have 13 across. I'm shooting for 25. I need 25 by December 1st. So if I don't touch this in October, I really, really need to get a move on. I want to have it done for December. I'm going to do a square a day on this. And I'm using only scraps from projects that I made with this one. I'm not doing, I'm not buying minis, or people give me scraps or minis. I'm not going to put those in here. This is strictly my blanket with stuff that I've made. And it's probably going to be 90% socks. There might be some shawl yarn in there. Or some, I have some green yarn left over from my penguono that I made last, was that last year for my birthday? I don't remember, but you know the green penguono if you've been here a while. It might come out because it's starting to get cold. Yes. So I have been, after I finished my daughter's blanket last August, I've been starting to save. I wind off 5 grams of yarn. These are in the little bags. Now the ones that are like sock sets, I want to keep them together, so I've been putting them in these little baggies and keeping them together so that I know these two were a sock set, these two were a sock set. I'm using Signature needles. I said 2.75, and I got my little, also bought on Amazon, my little penguin stoppers. Cute. Can't buy these anymore, sadly. So I am really making sure that I don't lose these. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of, I got bags. And then I got extra baggies. And then I have a whole bunch in there. That's hard to show, but I got enough for I have enough to do the 25. I also grabbed 25 out of here to make myself an advent calendar. I did that in like April, so I'm hoping I'll forget. I was gonna have my kids do it. I usually do, but when I have these that go together, it was I didn't know if I was gonna be able to explain myself very well. If it was 25 loose ones, I probably could have done that, but I know I added a lot of Christmas ones in that week, but I don't remember exactly which ones. So that is my cozy memories. And I'm going to do 25 squares across, 20 rows up, for a total of 500 squares. I have 13. I don't know, do the math. What's 500 minus 13? That's how many squares I have left. It's too early to do math. All right, now it's time for the MKAL. So if you do not want to see this, I am on Clue 1, Section 2. I just started Section 2. Kind of. I know some people don't want to be spoiled, but I want, and there's some people that are like, I want to see it. So I'm going to talk about this, and then I'm just going to talk about reading and watching and life stuff. I don't have any stash. So if you don't want to see anything else, I'll see you next week. And if you want to see the MKAL, let's go. So this is Knit for Brains. I forgot to say, this bag right here, my mom made this for me. And she will probably never make me any bags again because she absolutely hates zippers. I know this was a pattern I bought on Joann's a long time ago. I don't even know what it was. But I remember cutting out the fabric, the interfacing, and yeah, I did all the cutting out and she just sewed it together for me. But yeah, I know I got this fabric at Joann's at some point. So that is that bag. Knit for Brains. Back to the MKAL. All right, I am using, I have bags of yarn because I'm using stash yarn. So I'm trying to keep my dye lots together. Of course, I have 2 different dye lots. They're pretty close, so I'm not too worried about it. So let's see, here we go. I'm using Ash, KnitPicks Stroll, Ash. And this is my main color. And my contrast color is Patina, KnitPicks Stroll. So there we are. I need to look at something real quick. Okay. I was like, I didn't add this to my grams out, or grams in. It's because I bought it in August. Okay, so we're good. Didn't mess up. So these are my colors. Doot doot. And the one modification that I'm doing, I'm going up in needle size. I'm using US 5s, 3.75, I believe. That's what my notes say, 3.75. Yes. So, thoughts so far. I'm liking this. I went through, for me, let's back up a little bit. I don't care about spoilers. When I get up, day of the clue, I'll look through the pattern. I watch his videos. There are some points where it's like, I need to watch the video. Don't care about that. I'll watch the video, and sometimes I will go all the way to the end before I even start to look at what the final clue looks like. So, don't care about spoilers. Yeah. I think there was something else I was going to say, but I forgot. So, I'm going to show it now. So if you don't want to see it, bye-bye. Okay? I know some people don't like to be spoiled. This will go up on Monday, so hopefully I don't know. use your best judgment. I started, section 1 is done. Section 2, the first part is done. That's where I'm at. So first clue, we had to make these circle thingies. These semicircle thingies. And when I first looked at I didn't read the directions thoroughly, and I thought this was just clue 1, or section 1. I'm like, oh, all right. I'm gonna be done with this really quick. And then at the very bottom I said, and do it 2 more times. What? So we had to do, I can't show the other one because it's attached to something. So we had to make 3 of these things, all on waist yarn. Kind of bugs me a little. It's okay, it's okay. And then we are connecting these. And how we are connecting them with these garter thingies. So here is a circle. So we're going to do another section like this here, and then we're going to connect another circle. And then we're going to do another section like that, and we're going to connect this circle. This is the part where I was like, oh no, this is the part where I had to look at the video. But after I watched the video, got it, easy. It might be a little fiddly in the beginning here. Like this section was a little fiddly in the beginning, but once I got going, it's fine. And I'm like, oh, this will be really fast. It's not. I think each one of these circles took me like probably an hour and a half. I feel like this one took me like 2 hours. So this was all of day 1 progress, which is not bad. I think that's pretty good. That's a lot. So yeah, I saw it all finished and I love it. The first clue. So we're gonna connect all these together, and then we're gonna pick up all of these stitches, and that's the point where I'm gonna be like, oh, all right, I'll take all this waste yarn off, and we're picking up all the stitches and we're knitting. So I'm unsure about the shape of this thing. I feel like it's looking like a horseshoe. I don't know how that's gonna be wearable. I don't know, who knows? This is a mystery. I have no idea what the shape is gonna be, but I do love my colors together. So that is a win. So yeah. When I finish the clue, I will lay it all out on the floor, take a picture, and I will post them on Instagram with spoiler warnings in the beginning so you can see it. Because I'm crossing my fingers that I can finish this clue before next Thursday. We'll see. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. Yes, I'm going to my parents' on Saturday, so I will not be working on this unless I get to the point where their stitches are already picked up. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to look at what the section 3 is. But yep, here we are. I got my circles. So I was a little annoyed that I had to do, like, I had to knit 3 of these. I just a little annoyed. I mean, it's not horrible. I don't like knitting the same thing more than once. So, but yeah, a lot of purling already. I mean, in this section there was a lot of purling. This one it's all knitting, so we get a little break from the purling. Also, no brioche. But I feel like brioche could come next week. It could. The 2nd week or the 3rd week. There could be brioche. Alright, I don't think I have anything else to say about that. Except I love it. Yeah, I love it. Loving it so far. yawning. Here's the wrong side. After I finish this clue, I will go through and weave all my ends. It's very hard to do the weave and Steven when you have like so little stitches on your needles. So I will go through and fix that. Once I get all this waste yarn off and pick all those stitches up. The section 3 isn't very big. So once I get past this part, I feel like it'll be easy. A lot of stitches on the needles at that point, so. All right, and that is the MKAL. If you're still here and you want to open your eyes, I'm just gonna talk about life stuff. Reading and watching. I do not have any stash. Reading. Still reading Harry Potter #1, Sorcerer's Stone. Reading that on my Kindle. I think I'm like 80%, 75. I'm almost done. I'll probably finish that this week. And the tandem read of the Throne of Glass series, book 5 and 6, Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn. Now, since the MKAL has started, I am not reading those during the day. I can't read and work on that shawl. Can't do it. So I might have to take a little break from that. I did read a little bit of those this week. I think I'm like at 30. I think one of them I'm at 35% and one of them I'm at 25. Something like that. So probably not gonna be reading that much this week. We'll see. If I finish the clue early, then I will read. Because then I'll just have mindless stockinette knitting where I don't have to look or pay attention. Watching. I finished a Vikings Valhalla season 3. Oh, that show was so good. I loved it. I wish there was more, but that's it. Only 3 seasons. It got canceled. I'm kind of sad because there's a couple storylines where it's like, what happened with these people and these people? So kind of sad about that. My husband and I are watching The Travelers season 3. I think we're almost done with that. And both of those are on Netflix. And we're watching Deep Space Nine for our Friday TV watching. I would say movie, but it's not a movie. But I think we're almost done with, I don't know what, season 6. No idea. We bought this on Apple TV and we've been like slowly watching them. We just started back up again, so I don't know what one we're gonna watch next. We'll see. But that's it for reading and watching. Life stuff. Let's see. I scheduled my vaccines for COVID and flu shots. Not looking forward to that. I decided to do it on Monday, thinking that I'm like, I'll be pretty close to the clue done. In the years past, the COVID vaccine always made me sick. Always. So I'm kind of like gearing myself up towards that, saying, I'm like, all right, I should be pretty close to being done. I'm going to work on the shawl all day today. I'll probably work on it Sunday. My vaccines are on Monday at 11 a.m. So if you're watching this Monday at 11 a.m., send me some good vibes. I hate getting shots. I absolutely hate it. It's the worst thing ever. I can't. So I'm probably going to be buying myself a treat on that day. Yeah. So I don't remember like when I started getting sick. Is it like 6 hours after my shot? 8 hours? I know one year I got it like in the evening, and that was a bad idea because I remember waking up and in the middle of the night and I couldn't sleep. I always get the fever, the chills. I hate it. And I know it's the COVID shot and not the flu because I've got the flu shot for years and years and years and it has not made me sick. So we will see. So I might not be knitting that much on Tuesday. So, or Monday evening. So we'll see. And it's usually just like a 12 or 24 hour thing and then I'm fine. So I might lose one day of knitting. We'll see. I know there are some people who are like, oh, I'm fine. I'm like, that's just rude. I'm never fine. Never. So I don't know. Maybe this time I'll be fine. Knock on wood. All right. What else? Life stuff. I really don't have anything else. Oh, I have one thing. One annoying thing. So my husband's car, he has a Ford Fusion. I think it's a 2015. I think it's a 2015. Maybe 14. I don't know. And so one of his headlights went out. It happens, right? Whatever. So he's like, I'm gonna go to the store, get some headlights, pop them in myself. Fine, go for it. Well, come to find out, for a Ford Fusion, in order to replace light bulbs, you pretty much have to take the whole bumper off and other parts you have to take off. You pretty much have to take the whole car apart in the front to change the headlights. Why do they do that? So my husband's like, I can't take all this, I can't take it off myself. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, it's fine. I can't do it. I know that. So he called the dealer and said, hey, I want to, I have one headlight out, but I want to change all of them out, obviously, at this point, because you have to take out the whole car apart. Might as well just change the blinkers, the high beams, low beams, all of them. So he's taking his car in on Monday, and it's probably going to be like $500. That's labor and for the light bulbs. And I'm like, are you serious? So now he's like contemplating, well, like, maybe I should try to do it myself. I don't know. Is that all cars nowadays? I mean, for real. They make it so you can't do it yourself, and then you have to go to a dealer and then, you know, pay $500 to $600 for them to replace the bulbs. I know on my car, my husband has done mine before. Oh my word. So yeah, that's a little annoying. Is anybody else's car like that? Is that just Fords? I mean, I'm a Ford girl. I've always had Fords. I'm like 41 and I've only had 2 cars in my driving career. And they've been fine. My previous car lasted me probably 10 years. This one's going on 12 years. They work fine for me. I love them. But this is rather annoying that they cram everything in there, and then in order to take it out, you have to take everything off. So that's my pet peeve of the day. I don't get it. I'm sure there's a reason. Maybe it's so the dealerships can get lots of money to have to replace your light bulbs. I don't know. And it's something you have to have light bulbs. So he has one headlight out, so he hasn't been driving it in the evening. So he's been taking my car. Yeah, and we're gonna go see my parents on Sunday or Saturday. So we're gonna have to take my car, but his car is more roomy. It's like, oh. So I'm like, I guess we're taking my car. And it's a good thing that I got, what is it? The adapter for the Wi-Fi or the Bluetooth. I did get that. I didn't say anything about it. I forgot, but I get it. It works. It's beautiful. Wow, I love it. So it's a good thing I got that. So now that we can listen to We like to listen to NPR stuff on the way down there. We like the Planet Money, the Indicator. Those are the ones that we usually listen to. Those are our faves for car rides. So yeah, my car is an 07 Ford Focus, and it does not have any USBs in there. It does not have a backup camera. It is like bare bones. So when I get a new car, I'm going to go into shock probably, because I'm going to have all these buttons. And I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? So yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to get going. It is 9:01. I have laundry to finish up, and I want to start knitting on that clue. I have three more of those triangle thingies left to connect them all, and then one more section. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I feel like as I finish one more, when I connect one more of those thingies together, I'll be like half done with the glue. So, doing good. All right. I hope you're all doing well. If you're knitting the mystery knit along, let me know how you're doing. How you're doing? Do you like it so far? I like it. It's kind of fiddly, but I like it. So that's my stance right now. But so far there's no drama, which is better. I'm okay with the no drama. It's like, and this part seems like easy. It's kind of fiddly, but it's easy. So, all right, I will let you go. I hope you're all doing well. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, put them right down there in the description box, or in the comment box. I do love reading them, and hopefully I will see you next week. Bye.